I'm Castaneda here, United States Marine Corps, Iraq War, Sergeant, expert, nationally certified life coach, recovery coach, and intervention professional. I want to talk about interventionservicesinc.com, which for any drug addict out there, any family struggling with a family member, a son or a daughter, grandson, granddaughter, friend of the family, cousin, anyone struggling with addiction, um, and you need to get them an intervention quick because they're on the verge and the brink of death. They're overdosing. Their health is declining severely. Intervention is typically a last resort, and it's something you can do to intervene. Sometimes if you're the father of the household, the head of the household, and you have a large presence in the family and authority, then maybe you can do the intervention yourself, or you can do some research on how to do that, get them to rehab. A lot of families do just take their families to rehab and detox centers, and they do the intervention themselves. But if you want to hire a professional, here's the website: interventionservicesinc.com, interventionservicesinc.com. And that's going to be coaching. They have a year's worth of family coaching after the intervention. Go to intervention here. What is an intervention? Our intervention process, right? They do drugs and alcohol. So the intervention process, they have a 1 year intervention process. So I believe it's around $5,500. I called them about 6 months ago, and that's what it was then. I know there's inflation, but it was about $5,500. But that includes a year's worth of the process, and a year's worth of family coaching after detox, after the recovery and all that. So they'll initiate the call, uh, and they talk to the family, see what they need and everything. They'll ask questions. Stage two, preparation for intervention. They'll do Zoom. They can meet in person, educating the family, creating impactful messages, plan every detail, and asking common questions. Stage three, the actual intervention. So it's in person, the in-person intervention. Whatever state you're in, whatever city you're in the United States of America, they will fly out. They will take a plane and fly out to your location. That's why, it costs $5,500. Now there's other places that cost 10,000 or more. So $5,500 is pretty affordable, from what I've heard from professionals. That's a good deal. So the family and loved one come together, inspire a commitment to recovery. Professional interventionist facilitates the meeting to ensure compassion, focus, and safety. And there's common questions. Aftercare and recovery transition. Recovery doesn't end with treatment; it requires ongoing care and planning. So there's going to be ongoing aftercare and recovery, trying to transition you back into society. Recovery integration. So recovering back integrating with the family, integrating with the workforce, focusing on long-term sustainability. Families and individuals transition to independence and recovery while maintaining access to support as needed. Uh, Wired 1 year model works. Start your family's journey to recovery today. Personalized intervention planning. So that's what an intervention is. Many families who have, sons or daughters addicted to drugs or alcohol, they don't even know what an intervention is, and that's is basically what the basic definition. But an actual professional intervention is a professional interventionist with that education will come out, kind of like a counselor or therapist, but they will come out and talk to the drug addict and get them to agree, and try to get them to agree to go to recovery and detox and intervene, and maybe delete their social media, delete their contacts in the phone, delete the drug dealer's phone number, get a new phone number, maybe even move, if you can, you and your family move to another city, another state, things like that. I don't know how deep they go into that kind of stuff, but that's what I would do. I would change my phone number, get a new phone, delete all my social media, delete all my contacts, get new friends if I really want friends, find work, get to a new city, new state, kind of like have a new identity, right? If you want to, if you've got connections to the cartel or gangs or anything like that, maybe even change your name, right? Just make it a little more difficult. Um, some people might think that's extreme, but people change their names all the time, you know. So that's this website, interventionservicesinc.com. check it out. You can call them. They're very kind and compassionate, and I believe this is one of the better services on the market. There's a number, help is available. They're open 24/7, trusted nationwide intervention services. All right, available 24/7. Get immediate help, learn about interventions, find services near you. Confidential, 24/7 nationwide. Expert interventionists and recovery coaches. All right, proven long-term support. That's what an intervention is. If you're going to go to any website, if you're looking for intervention, instead of waiting until it's too late, this is something you can do to be proactive and stop a situation before it gets worse. All right. This is what you can do to help a family member. Check to see if they take insurance. You might have to pay out of pocket, right? But if you can, do the intervention yourself. Just convince them to do rehab. If they'll listen to you, give them recovery coaching for as long as they need. Try to help them. But these are from professionals. So check it out. Uh, that's what I want to talk about today. I'm Don Miguel Castaneda, expert life coach, recovery coach, intervention professional, and this is where you can get a professional intervention. All right, and I'm doing my best to just give this advice and information and education out there for people to be aware about. All right, thank you and take care.